start with another level. This time is the Folly of St. Francis. As you can notice, we are starting in the pretty much same area. When I was making Sabatu's TR1, I wanted to make it very similar to the original TR. With TR2 I had the similarity and yet totally unique levels, and with TR3 and TR4 I have totally unique levels. Of course, some areas are inspired by the original one. Here is the first secret. You must collect it before you will close the trapdoor, otherwise you won't be able to collect it. You need to open this gate by stepping on the symbol, Omega symbol, and then with this lever you will open the second area, the smaller one, where is the very difficult puzzle. Spoiler alert, it's useless. You will gain nothing. There's no reason to do that puzzle. People complain. Sorry. Many people complained about the puzzle, so I added hints on the ceiling and the floor. Yet people complained again. So I added boulders under this room for the sound effect if you step on the stone. People complained less. And instead of doing the hints, I could simply tell the player that you don't need to do this. It's for nothing. It was for something in the pre-released version, where the trapdoor will raise and you can move the push block across the pit. But it wasn't working, so I removed the push blocks, but I kept this. So yeah, if you spend here a long time not knowing what to do, imagine that you spent a long time for nothing. Sorry, not sorry. It will just close the secret, that's all. Nothing else. And now we simply need to climb up and enter all 4 side areas, to step on the metal floor to activate the mechanism in order to open the trapdoor in the second smaller room. Unfortunately, back then TR1 main or TR1X did not fully fix the flickering objects, so even though the trapdoor is virtually the same color and lighting as the environment, so it's invisible, still from many angles you can see like the flickering part of the trapdoor, and you can see the room down there. So bye bye secret entrance. Yet again, as you can see, the sky is pretty much simple blue texture, because yet again, before, TR1X did not support skyboxes. Nowadays it supports skybox just like in TR2, so I would use skybox here. But before, I had to improvise with just blue texture. And I felt that the roof would look better broken, just like Anniversary. Here is the secret that will open only after you press all 4 metal floors. and opened the trapdoor. And in secret way, it opened these doors. So you need to climb up again in order to obtain the secret. So first we will obtain the secret, and then we will go down. In some areas here I died few times, and since it was pretty significant length, mainly after the Atlas room, where I finished the Atlas room with 2 deaths, that's all. And I went out and I wanted to be stylish, so I jumped down from the top floor and I wanted to reach the water pool down below. I didn't. So I tried different pool, even lower down there. I missed that too, so I cut it and remove all that. But you will see how many times I died by recording this in the final statistics, so I won't hide anything, don't worry. Also, I will tell you some tricks in some areas, especially the Atlas room, which was nearly impossible for many players. So here is the kind of original area with the crocodile, except there is no flip map that will drain the room, so we will just go through. And I cannot stop praising these textures. I absolutely love these pillar textures and these orangey bricks and rocks texture. These are one of my most favorite from TR1. Overall, Greece have very interesting textures as a whole, except the caves textures. I mean, they are good looking, just like the Egypt one, but the Egypt one, the whiter part of the texture is more seamless. There. In this level I really started to make more transitions, because there wasn't enough for me. Transition between greenery and rocks, greenery and bricks and stuff. In the original game there was the secret. And I am happy I took these green textures from the Lost Valley, because they really look amazing, in my honest opinion. And what I like about the Greece textures, you can tell the difference between the areas. Like these orangey brick textures, there are for, I would say, like areas where there was water, so the fresco is gone, you know, the fancy stuff. Then there's are the palace textures, like these bricks. They are more fancier, and I would use them for palaces and stuff. So there is variety of the textures, which is good. By the way, I almost forgot about these clank clank doors and died. This secret is kinda hard. I mean, getting in there is not hard, but getting out is. Actually, I managed to climb out for the first attempt, but I slide down and jump and turn midair, but on this side. You need to go to the other side because otherwise you cannot grab behind you. So this was death number 1. And yet again I had to mute the sounds because TR1 theme. So we will be in silent for a moment. And yes, this area is like the original, but more fancy with a different texture variation, greenery, and I was inspired by the TR10 anniversary edition, where there was like waterfall through the central platforms, but it would be too complicated for me, and I was lazy, I admit, so I had the waterfall on the side of the room, which actually is the entrance to the Neptune's room. And yes, I am well aware I could keep or not keep, I could change the names like TR anniversary, but I kept it original. Also, since the game engine does not select the key automatically, I was so nice and I thought this is a good idea to actually place the names above the keyholes. Yeah, but as you can see, this area is more broken. And I think it adds the depth to the look of the entire area. The goal is like in the original, find 4 levers to open the trial areas and then solve the trial areas. But yeah, as an author, I am very proud of this central hub area. And we are back again with the sounds. Here is a secret, which is the only secret that requires banana jam. And the reward again is just simple plain med pack. And unless you want to take heavy damage, this is the only way how to reach the secret. Don't know about you, but in this level, in the original level and in this one too, and in Anniversary, I prefer to open the areas first and then enter the areas and solve the puzzles here. Of course I try to kind of like expand the areas, so they will, some of them were too simple. Atlas room, you know, in the original was just basically 2 rooms and boulder. And since this game have higher limits and is still limited though, the only area I had to kinda simplify was the Damocles. And also I used Damocles for the easiest area, just because I had no idea how to improve or what different could I do. Here's a big pool. You cannot enter it now because it's dry. So you need to find a way to enable the water to enter and fill it. And that's your main goal inside this area. I was slightly worried here because when I made this area, this jumping part, I died so many times testing it, and fortunately I managed to do it in one take. Also, I don't know why, but I had to use this slide here and raise the ceiling because there was flat ceiling and Lara just jumped inside the geometry. And now, since the pool is filled, you can jump down and go to the first area and you can enter the filled pool. How easy! I like the Temple of Xi'an textures, the flowing water, and I felt they will fit well here. Poor bats, Lara just saved them because with the water they would not be able to leave and they would die of starvation. See? Lara is not killing animals, she is saving them from horrible deaths. Now the Thor. Norse god in Greece, but wherever. So here you will collect the Magnus. I felt generous. And you need to basically solve the puzzle with the levers. Just press it and see what opens and find the right combination. And yes, I died with the hammer because I forgot how exactly you need to collect the medpack. So, the hammer room. So, it is collectible. Collectable. I had to remove the falling stone because they were extremely buggy, and if you save and load, the collision will be broken, and basically you will be... it's game breaking bug, you cannot proceed any further, so... That's the reason why I just use doors. By the way, the trick for this... Jumping is bad because you will fall down and stop. But just go near to the platform and press roll, and she will roll. Obviously do not press commands for consoles. Here's a secret, which is not actually a secret. And yes, I died here 3 times, I think. This is the best tactic. Forget about the side blocks and just go. And here you need to jump and jump and jump. With running you will be able to go through. So Thor is done, and now you need to fall down and go up again. And we will solve the Damocles room, which is the easiest one, honestly. And as I said, it's short and easy just because I had no limits left. The level was too big for this engine. There are 2 or 3 collectibles here, so you can collect them before you have the key, and when you have the key you just need to go through this side and you basically skip almost all of the swords. Magnum ammo. I like this concept of the puzzle where you enter and right at the beginning you pretty much collect the artifact, and then the hell will raise and all traps will activate, and you know, it's slightly different approach than go through the traps and stuff in order to collect the artifact. Now you collect it first and then you need to avoid the traps. I had Damocles swords here too, but they could stack on each other and prevent you from going further. And now the last room, which if I remember correctly is Atlas. So let's climb up. panorama of this room. This next area, many people complained about it, but when you look closely, the boulders will always go in the same pattern. And if you proceed right before they will stop, and you will stop, then they will not activate unless you step onto another sector. This is just another area that serves a purpose of moving the trial further because it will collide with other rooms. So simply use crocodile infested underwater hallway. This medpack must be collected first before you activate the boulder, otherwise by medpack. This area. Many people died here many times trying to avoid the boulders. But let me show you simple trick that many people did not think about. Just activate them, go back and grab. How simple. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Same with the second wave of boulders, and the third wave, the last one, you can just go to the right side and enter the key area. And I remember me including, and players trying to jump from side to side to avoid the boulders, and very few people had the idea to just go down and grab the ledge. To be honest, including me. It did not occur to me. I realized this just after I saw one streamer doing that. And I was like, oh my god, this is so clever, why I didn't think about that. So yeah. Now we need to go back. And this is the part where I went through the boulders, died once, went second time, did not die, and jumped down to the pool near the Neptune and missed. Then I load, went again through the boulders, didn't die, jumped to the bottom pool and missed again. So yeah, also going back is kinda easier. Still the same pattern of the boulders. Yeah, now I didn't miss. And the only thing left is going down, kill the lions and insert the keys to open the door to the Colosseum. And this is the end of the level, ladies and gentlemen. You successfully survived the trials of St. Francis. and his folly. That's it. We will see each other in the next level. Bye bye.